here at Connally. The do-it-all back picks up a couple yards on that one.
Fights forward to the 45-yard line before being dragged down by Brody
A
Trejo.
4-yard gain on first down. It looks like Connally is moving just a little bit with a little bit more pace in the offense this week, not trying to let the defense get set to everything they're doing. And this one is going to be a QB keeper to the outside by Tyler Webb. And he makes somebody miss, and he's still on his feet, and he gets the first down. Great run right there from the senior Tyler Webb. We know that the Idaho commit has a pretty big arm, but he's showing off right there some of his talent with his legs as well. First down, Tyler Webb on the run. So Connally lining up once again, up-tempo offense. First down, this one is going to be a handoff to Gaither. And he gets a couple yards on that run. Like we said, we know Gaither is the workhorse of this offense, the do-it-all senior.
Great run right there from the senior Tyler Webb.
As we saw him with the catch earlier in this drive as well, and we will see him on defense.
But he's showing off right there.
After that, so 2nd and 7, the ball is on the 40-yard line.
First down, Tyler
Webb lines up in the shotgun. One more handoff to Gaither. Moves the pile, picks up a couple more yards. That's going to bring up third down. So Connally lining up once again, up-tempo offense. Connally was pretty decent last week on third downs, going against a very stout defense in the La Vega Pirates. Gets a couple yards on that, and they were pretty good on third down. So on this 3rd and short, let's see what Coach Anderson draws up.
The do-it-all senior.
3rd and 3, ball on the 36,
With the catch earlier
and we're going to see a flag. It's going to be a little bit of movement, and that is going to back Connally up. That is not what they wanted to see right there. So 2nd and 7, the ball is on the 40-yard line. Webb lines up in the shotgun. One more handoff to Gaither. Moves the pile, picks up a couple more yards. That's going to bring up third down. Lining up once again. So a couple substitutions after that, and we see the sophomore Trey Wisner checking in the game. He had a huge game in week 1, and not too many touches in last week in week 2 versus the Vega Pirates. Let's see if he can continue his success that he had in week 1 here. 3rd and 8 now after that false start penalty. Man in motion, they get this one out to Wisner. He gets the ball right on cue, and he is going to be taken down short of the first down marker. So that is going to bring up the first 4th down for this Connally offense. Let's see what Coach Anderson decides to do here.
Wisner tackled by number 1 Matthew Locker.
So a couple substitutions after that, and you see the sophomore Trey Wisner. The rest discussing. See a couple more flags fly out. Let's see what that's going to be. Some of the Connally side are clapping as if it is going to be against Springtown. He had in week 1 here. 3rd and 8 now after that false start penalty. Man in motion, they get this one out to Wisner. He gets the ball right on cue. I'm not sure, waiting on a call from the referee. Both of these teams are coming in this week at 1-1. Connally with its lone loss to La Vega, and Springtown with the loss to Glen Rose, a matchup that Connally has seen many times over the years. But Springtown is coming off of a win against Graham last week. Let's see what that's going to be. Some of the Connally side are clapping as if it is going to be against. And it will remain 4th down. I believe they had a holding penalty going against Connally. And they had looks like a play after, a flag after Connally with its lone loss to the play right there, going to go against Springtown as well. So I think it will be offsetting penalties over the years. But Springtown is coming off of a win against Graham last week. Let's see what that's going to be. Some of the Connally side are clapping as if it is going to be against. And it will remain. They're still working it out with the refs, talking to both the coaches. And they had looks like a play after, a flag after the play right there is going to go against. And Connally has got can't say a packed house because they still have social distancing rules. but they've got as close to a packed house as it could possibly be here tonight on homecoming. Nice weather outside as well. Had a little bit earlier kickoff time for those of you that are going to be tuning in a little bit later. Because we had an earlier kickoff time. And after that penalty, it's going to end up being first down for Connally. So both of those penalties ended up working out for Connally on that one. And Webb is going to get another QB keeper, and he's going to be brought down behind the line on this one. They were ready for that QB keeper. So a good turn of events for Connally, and ended up with the first down on that one. And now they're going to have second down and long coming up.
Social distancing rules, but they've got as close to a packed house as it could possibly be here tonight on homecoming. Nice weather outside as well. Had a little bit earlier kickoff time for those of you that are going to
Second and 9, the ball is on the 30. They are in Springtown territory. Hand this one off to Gaither. He tries to get to the outside, cuts back in, and he's going to be hit.
So both of those penalties ended up working out for Connally.
Not picking up any yardage on that play, so that's going to bring up another third down.
He's going to be brought down behind the line on this one. They were
Coach Anderson has already showed that they are not afraid to throw the ball, already starting off in this drive. So on this third and long, let's see what they're going to draw up. Third and 10, ball is on the 31-yard line of Springtown.
Nice weather outside as well. Had a little bit earlier kickoff time. Those of you that
Second and 9, the ball is on the 30. They are in Springtown territory. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Score still 0-0. Third down. Webb drops back. He's going to let this one fly, and this one is going to be out of bounds. It was not caught, but it was out of bounds anyway. That pass was intended to LaMarcus McDonald.
Coach Anderson has already showed that they are not afraid to throw the ball, already starting off
the junior. We've seen him mostly at linebacker this year. It goes out for a deep pass right there on that one. Just goes a little bit out of bounds. That is going to be incomplete. Fourth down coming up. 7:24 left to go in the first quarter. Coach Anderson is going to keep his offense on the field. They are on the 31-yard line, a little bit too far for the kicker, so they're going to try to go for this first down. Webb drops back once again. Drops back, and this time this one is open, but it is no good. They were looking for the flag call. No flag on the play. I thought that was pass interference. I'm sitting right by the end zone, and he clearly reached across and hacked him before the ball could get there, but it is a no call from the ref, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. That was a big
out of bounds. That's big right there, not being able to complete that. Fourth down coming up. The pass was open, and the ball was on target from Webb, so it was a good pass. But Coach Anderson is going to keep his offense on the field. They did not call what I believe to be a pass interference. They are on the 31-yard line. A little bit too far for the kicker, so they're going to try to go for this first down. Now, Webb drops back once again. Offense drops back. They've already got this time. This one is open, but it is no good. They were looking for the flag call. No flag on the play. I thought that was pass interference. I'm sitting right by the end zone, and he clearly reached across and hacked him before the ball could get there. But it is a no call from the ref, and that is going to be a turnover on down. That was a big. He's having a pretty good season so far. He's had a pretty good season so far for this Springtown team. But Anderson is going to keep his offense on the field. They did not call what I believe to be a pass interference. They are on the 31-yard line. A little bit too far for the kicker. Already 389 yards on the season, as they're going to run it on second down, and that's going to pick up a few yards. It is no good. They were looking for the flag call. No flag on the play. I thought that was pass interference. I'm sitting right by the end zone, and he clearly reached across and hacked him before the ball could get there. But it is a no call from the ref, and that is going to be a turnover on down. That was a big. He's having a pretty good season. That is going to bring up third and long, folks. 3rd and 7. Like I said, this is a pass-heavy offense, so they're going to drop back in the shotgun. Chastney drops back. Pressure from Connally. This one goes across the middle of the field. Incomplete. Quick 3 and out for this Connally defense. And folks, if you have been watching Syntech Sports throughout the year, you've heard us talk about this great Connally defense. They have been elite in my eyes in the first 2 games. And I think that this can be one of the best defenses in the state. Coach Anderson believes that as well. He is a defensive ball coach, and he takes pride in having great defenses with his teams. That is going to bring up 3rd and long, folks. 3rd and 7. Like I said, this is a pass-heavy offense, so they're going to drop back in the shotgun. Chastney drops back, pressure from Connally. This one goes across the middle of the field, incomplete. Quick 3 and out.
And this one on the punt, the ball is going to be snapped bad, and he still somehow manages to get the punt off. The punter was hit in the backfield, but the refs are going to say that that was fair play.
In the first 2 games, and I think that this can be
so almost a turnover for Springtown. After that bad snap, Connally could not come up with the ball, and they were still able to punt it away and get a pretty decent punt off. So that was a pretty good punt right there. And that was Brendan Hall. He's got a pretty big leg, and he's actually a 6'7" puncher, so not sure if he's trying to punt
and he still somehow manages to get the
on the next level, but I'm sure he might already have some looks for that.
Refs are going to say that
He's got a pretty big leg and was still able to get that one off while being hit after a bad snap. So first and 10, the ball is all the way on the Connally 19. Webb is going to drop back. Quarterback is going to hand this one off to Gaither. Gaither is going to get a pretty good run on first down.
And get a pretty decent punt off. So that was a pretty good punt right there.
And that was Brendan Hall. He's got a pretty big leg, and he's actually a 6'7". That's going to bring up 2nd and 4. The ball is on the 25 now. We've got 5:50 left to go in this first quarter. The score is still 0-0. He's got a pretty big leg, and we're still able to get that one. 2nd and 4 coming up for Connally. The ball is on their own 25-yard line.
The ball is all the way on the Connally.
Hand off to Gaither once again. He tries to break to the outside, but he's going to be brought down.
Gaither is going to get a pretty good run.
And that is going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and short.
Gaither again on the carry to the 29-yard line, about a yard short of the first down.
And that was Brendan
Hall.
Hall.
There by number 54, Devin Snell.
He's got a pretty big leg, and he's actually a 6'7".
That's going to bring up 2nd and 4. The ball is on the 25. 3rd down and 4 coming up for Connally. They've found themselves with a few 3rd downs already here in this game. 3rd and 4. 2nd and 4 coming up for Connally. The ball is on their own 25-yard line. They hand this one off to Gaither once again. And let's see where they mark it.
Gaither on the carry, he found a crease and crossed the
And that
yard line.
is going to bring up
first down.
And that's going to first down. They said they mark it a first down. The chains are moving. First down, another first down by the workhorse, Kavion Gaither. Ball will be on the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. 3rd down and 4 coming up for Connally. They've found themselves with a few 3rd downs already. It's going to be a drop back, quick out. Gets over to the sideline, so they're trying to give Webb some comfortable passes and get him in a rhythm. He hasn't really gotten in a rhythm this season. That pass was to Marcus Long on that bubble screen.
And that is going to bring up, and that's going to first down. They said they mark it a first down. The chains are moving. First down, another first down by the workhorse, Kavion Gaither.
2nd and 7 coming up, ball on the 34-yard line. 4:35 left to go in this first quarter. Connally with the ball.
3rd down and 4 coming up for Connally. They found themselves with a few 3rd downs.
This one is going to be another handoff to Gaither, and a big hit on the inside right there is going to bring him down.
So they're trying to give Webb
And that will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and short.
He hasn't really gotten a rhythm
Kavion Gaither
that pass was to
on the left
Marcus Long.
side, squirts his way to the 40-yard line
that
before
bubble
being
screen.
taken down by number 19, Dylan Davis.
And that's gonna
So
first
one
down.
more
They said
3rd
the
down
The chains are moving.
for this Connally team.
First down, another
3rd
first
and
down
1, ball on the
by workhorse,
40-yard
Kavion
line.
Gaither.
2nd and 7 coming up, ball on the 34-yard line. 4:35 left to go in this first quarter. Connally with the ball. This one is going to be a QB keeper to Webb, and he is going to be brought down, but I believe he will have enough for the first down. And a big hit on the inside right there is going to bring him down. Let's see what the ref calls, and that will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and short.
40-yard line. To about the 42 as he is dragged down there by number 18, Dawson Jones. 40-yard line before being taken down by number 19,
They're
Dylan
discussing to see where the ball will be placed
down
for this Connally team. 3rd and 1, ball on the 40-yard line.
penalty flag on the
And there will be a penalty against Connally, illegal procedure. So that's going to back them up, replay 3rd down. This one is going to be a QB keeper to Webb, and he is going to be brought down, but I believe he will have enough for the first down.
Big hit on the inside right there is going to bring him
Let's
down.
see what the ref calls.
And
Still 3:35 left to go in this first quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 6 after that penalty. And it looks like we are going to have our first time out of the game called by Coach Anderson. Make sure you guys tune in for the halftime show. We will have our interview with Coach Anderson, and he will be telling you about this week's matchup and a couple other things. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. 3:33 left to go. We got our first time out. We will be right back.
RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater.
3:35
Call Richard
left to
or
go in
Sharon
this first quarter.
over
It's
at
going to be 3rd and 6 after that penalty.
254-420-9500.
And it looks like we are going to have our first time out of the game
Waco's #1
called by
barbecue
Coach
destination.
Anderson. Make sure you guys
1101
tune in
Richland
for the
Drive,
halftime show. We
right
will
off
have our
Valley
interview with
Mills.
Coach Anderson.
Stop by
And he'll be
RNS
telling you about
Barbecue.
this week's matchup and a couple other things. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And welcome back to Mac Peoples Stadium. Thank you for watching Centex Sports. We are back after the timeout. 3:30 left to go in this first quarter. Connally finds himself in another 3rd down after that penalty. 3rd and 6. The ball is on the 35, the 35-yard line. 3rd down coming up, and we're going to see Gaither come back in at quarterback. A little bit of wildcat formation, but we know he was the starting QB last year, so he does have the ability to throw as well. He will keep this one, trying to get to the outside, and looks like he will be brought down short of that first down marker. Well, nope, they say he gets enough, picks up just enough for the first down. Watching Centex Sports, we are back after the timeout. 3:30 left to go in this first quarter. Conley finds himself
Get that one just past the first down yardage.
3rd and 6. The ball is on the 35.
Push the ball on the 41-yard line. Another first down
35-yard line.
for Conley, provided by
3rd down coming
Kavion
up, and
Gaither.
we're going to see Gaither come back in at quarterback. A little bit of wildcat formation, but we know he was the starting QB last
Conley
year.
is moving the
So he
ball
does
down
have
the
the
field. They
ability
did it
to throw
last
as well.
time, got all the way
He will
down to
keep
the
this one,
30,
trying to
but
get to
could
the
not
outside.
convert on
Looks like
4th
he will be
down
brought down short
to a pass in the back of the end zone.
of that first
So they're
down
looking
marker.
to get down toward their own
They
red
say
zone
he
once
gets
again.
enough,
After that short
up
run
just
right there
enough
on
for
first
the
down
first
is going to
down.
bring up 2nd down.
Gaither again, the ball carrier for the Cadets to the 46-yard line.
Get
5-yard run by Gaither. And you guys can see that are watching why I call him the workhorse for Conley,
provided by
as he gets a majority of the touches on this offense. But at halftime, you'll hear Coach Anderson talk to us about that, and he said he wants to split up a little bit of the carry so guys can be fresh in the 4th quarter.
Convert on 4th
Gates is
down.
going to take another direct snap right here. This time he drops back, looking for a pass. He let this one fly, and this one is just off the fingertips of Marcus Long. So a good play design right there by Conley.
For number 8.
They had Gaither. They know he's a runner. They were not expecting the pass. He gets the pass off. It was just off the fingertips of Marcus Long. And we do have a penalty flag on the field as well. Let's see what the rest will call on this one.
But at halftime, you'll hear Coach Anderson talk to us about that, and he said he wants to split up a little bit of the carry so guys can be fresh in the 4th quarter. Gates is going to take another direct snap right here. This time he drops back, looking for
And
a
I
pass.
see
He let
Conley
this one
moving
fly,
up forward,
and this
so
one
I
is
believe
just
that
off the
penalty will be
fingertips
against Springtown.
of Marcus Long.
First down, Conley.
So a good play design right there by Conley.
And they called an unsportsmanlike
They know
conduct
he's a runner. They were not
against
expecting the
Springtown.
pass. He gets the pass off. It was just off the fingertips of Marcus Long.
And we do have a penalty flag on the field as well. Let's see what the rest will call on this one.
But at halftime, you'll hear Coach Anderson talk to us about that, and he said he wants to split up a little bit of the carry so guys can be fresh in the 4th quarter. Gates is going to take another direct snap right here. This time he drops back, looking for
And
a
I
pass.
see
He let
Conley
this one
moving
fly,
up forward,
and this
so
one
I
is
believe
just
that
off the
penalty will be
fingertips
against Springtown.
of Marcus Long.
First down, Conley.
So a good play design right there by Conley.
And they called an unsportsmanlike
They know he's
conduct
a runner. They were not
against
expecting the
Springtown.
pass. He gets the pass off. It was just off the fingertips of Marcus Long.
And we do have a penalty flag on the field as well. Let's see what the rest will call on this one.
But at halftime, you'll hear Coach Anderson talk to us about that, and he said he wants to split up a little bit.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home? Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry.
Penalty flag on the field as well. Let's see what the rest will call on this one. But at halftime, you'll hear Coach Anderson talk to us about that, and he said he wants to split up a little bit.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry.
Penalty flag on the field as well. Let's see what the rest will call on this one. But at halftime, you'll hear Coach Anderson talk to us about that, and he said he wants to split up a little bit.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by RNS Barbecue. Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans. Come by R&S Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. R&S Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by R&S Barbecue. Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing. In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. R&S Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by R&S Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. R&S Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by R&S Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. R&S Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland.
Gaither receives it with the fair catch right at about the 17-yard line.
Called for and made by number 9, Kavion Gaither at the Connally 18-yard line.
It's the 18-yard line, excuse me. Good punt once again from their punter. Like I said, it's a pretty big kid, 6'7", 220, and is the punter. But last time we seen Connally started on the 19-yard line and marched 81 yards down the field. Let's see if they can go 82 yards down the field this time, as they will start on their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Gaither in the backfield with Webb. Fake handoff to Gaither. This one is going to be passed to the outside. Let's see if they call that one complete or not. And they're going to say incomplete.
Pass intended for number 10, Broncha Miles.
And Miles was the intended receiver on that one.
Number 12, Joseph Yostin.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Already seeing a lot more passing from Connally this week, and that is a good sign. As we know, Tyler Webb is a good quarterback. He just has to build that confidence up, get those reps in, so they'll be able to march on when it gets down to district and playoff time. 2nd and 10, ball still on the 18. The hand is one off to Gaither. Gaither bursts through a hole and gets all the way down to the 1st down marker. Let's see if they're going to call it a first.
Gaither, the ball carrier.
And they're going to say just short. 3rd down.
6 to the 25-yard line. Tripped up by number 1, Matthew.
So a gain of 6 is going to bring up 3rd and 4. Another 3rd down for this Connally offense. And Gaither gets it on 3rd down. And he is churning and picks up enough yardage for the 1st down. Gaither has been excellent on 3rd down all year long.
Gaither off the right side to the 30-yard line. Wrapped up by Matthew Lockard. And
There is a
Ashton
flag
Trahan.
down on the play.
Penalty flag on the field. Indication is holding against the
And it's
Cadets.
going to be holding against Connally, so that's big right there on 3rd down. Another 3rd down that they picked up that was brought back by a penalty. This one is holding. And they're trying to work out the spot where they're going to be spotted for this 3rd down. So 3rd and long coming up after, 3rd and 12 coming up after the holding penalty brings them back.
Just looking to sell your existing home. Call one of our
Ball is on the
global
16-yard
sponsors and
line.
broadcast supporters.
Connally stays in the 2 wide receiver set. They're going to hand this one off to Gaither once again, and he is going to be stopped short of the 1st down marker after picking up about 5 or 6 yards.
Gaither on the handoff. Webb fights forward to the 20-yard line.
And that's going to bring the
Tackled
punt
there by
crew
number
out
25, Michael McCoy.
for Connally. So big holding penalty.
Fall off the bone ribs or their homemade chili beans. Come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater. Call Richard or Sharon.
So 4th and 8, a punt coming up that's going to put a stop to that last drive. And this one is off. Pretty decent punt, but it's going to bounce backwards. And Springtown is going to start with pretty decent field position. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Springtown. Ball is going to be on the 47-yard line. Connally still holds a 7-point lead. We got 9:32 left to go in this first half. Here at Mac Peoples Stadium on homecoming night. Gaither receives it with the fair catch. Right at about the
comes out
17-yard line.
Called for and made by number
In an
9,
empty
Kayvon
set,
Gaither
QB's going to
at the
keep this one.
18-yard line.
It's the 18-yard
Trying
line,
to get to the
excuse me.
2nd level and
Good
cannot.
punt once again from
It's
that,
brought down
that
after a
punter.
couple-yard
Like I said,
gain.
it's a pretty big
Good
kid,
defense from
6'7",
Connally.
220, and is the punter. But last time we seen Connally started on the 19-yard line and marched 81 yards down the field. Let's see if they can go 82 yards down the field this time, as they will start on their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
2nd and 6, the ball on the 44-yard line.
Webb. Fake handoff to Gaither. This one is going to be
They're going to
passed
hand
the
this one
outside.
off.
Let's see if they call that one complete or not.
Picks up a couple yards on that one as well. And that will bring up 3rd down. Another QB keeper for Chesney.
Miles
Inside
is
the
the
40
intended
to the
receiver on that one.
38-yard line. Joseph Yostin wrapped up there by number
It's going
26,
to bring up
Trey
2nd and 10.
Walker.
Already seeing a lot more passing from Connally.
And that is going to bring up a 3rd and short
is
ball
a
on the
good
38-yard line.
As we know,
8
Tyler Webb
20 left to go.
is a good quarterback.
in the
He just
first
has to build
half.
that confidence up,
3rd
get
and
those
short.
reps in. So they'll be able to march on when it gets down to district
Springtown
and
will
playoff
line up
time.
in the shotgun.
2nd and 10, ball still on the 18.
Another
They hand this
QB
one off to
keeper on
Gaither.
this one, and
Gaither
let's
bursts
see.
through
I
a
think he
hole
does
and
pick
gets
up
all the
enough
way
for the
down
1st down.
To the 1st down marker. Let's see if they're going to call it a first.
And he does move the chains for Springtown. They pick up that 1st down.
3rd
Another
down.
QB keeping it for Chesney. Like I said earlier, Chesney's a pretty big kid,
Gain of 6 is
so
gonna bring up 3rd and
they're
4.
using him a lot in the run game
Another 3rd down for this Connally offense.
as well as the passing game.
And Gaither gets it on 3rd down. And he is churning and picks up enough yardage for the 1st down. Gaither has been excellent on 3rd down all year long.
Gaither off the right side to the 30-yard line. Wrapped up by Matthew Lockard. And
There is a
Ashton
flag
Trahan.
down on the play.
Penalty flag on the field. Indication is holding against the
And
Cadets.
it's going to be holding against Connally, so that's big right there. On third down, another third down that they picked up that was brought back by a penalty. This one is holding. And they're trying to work out the spot where they're going to be spotted for this third down. So third and long coming up after, 3rd and 12 coming up after the holding penalty brings them back.
Just looking to sell your existing home. Call one of our
Ball is on the 16-yard line.
supporters.
Connally stays in the 2 wide receiver set. They're going to hand this one off to Gaither once again, and he is going to be stopped short of the first down marker after picking up about 5 or 6 yards.
Gaither on the handoff. Webb fights forward to the 20-yard line.
And that's going to bring the
Tackled
punt
there by
crew
number
out.
25, Michael McCoy.
Off the chest of Andy Bethel. That one is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 15. And like I said, they have goal to go. Connally's defense has been really good in the red zone so far this year. Let's see if they can come up with another stop and hold this Springtown team to a field goal. 2nd and 15. 3 wide receiver set. They're going to hand this one off. And he picks up pretty good yardage, getting them all the way down to the 8-yard line. And that run was by Dylan Davis, the senior running back. 3rd and 8. They do have goal to go. Let's see if Connally's defense can buckle down one more time. Springtown going to come out 2 wide receiver set. They're going to roll out the pocket, get this one to the outside, and he is going to be, let's see what the refs call it, in. Touchdown, Springtown. That touchdown by Matthew Lockard. The roll out of the pocket, run the out route, and he was able to get into the end zone on that one. That was Matthew Lockard, junior receiver, gets in for the touchdown, and now Springtown with a chance to tie this game up. And he does. Like I said, this kicker does have a leg. He boots it through the middle. 7-7, all tied up here at Mac People Stadium. Here at homecoming for the Connally Cadets. It is tied. We got 6:35 left to go in the first half, and we'll be back.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry. It was great working with Lighthouse. Everyone was very professional, came in to do video recording and streaming for a conference that we hosted here on time. They did what they needed to do, was seamless and transparent. It was great. The feedback, everyone was impressed. So it went out, it was a conference level, so a state level event. And everyone was impressed with the product and the result. We got the DVDs too, which people purchased, and they were impressed with those. It was great.
So after that touchdown, Springtown is kicking the ball off. This one is booted to the back of the end zone. And Connally will start out with the ball on their own 25-yard line. So Connally was unsuccessful on the last drive after a penalty scooted them back on third down, and then they were not able to convert. On that third, they punted it off. For all the people watching on Facebook, we want to thank you for watching. Make sure you guys are liking the stream and sharing the stream as well. Also, make sure you guys are leaving comments. Let us know who you are rooting for in the comments, and also let us know where you are watching. We would love to hear from you. We got 6:35 left to go in this half. Connally is starting off with the ball on their own 25-yard line. Hand off to Gaither, and this one is actually a QB keeper. Actually faked me out on that play as well. QB keeper from Tyler Webb picks up a couple yards on that one. So we've seen Tyler Webb being more active in this offense tonight than he's been all season, and that is a great sign for him. 2nd and 7, ball on the 28. Webb drops back, 2 running backs on the side, hands this one off to Wisner. And Wisner is going to be brought, Wisner is going to be brought down on that one, and it's going to bring up third down and short. Wisner, we saw punching a 27-yard run on Connally's 81-yard scoring drive. And now with 5:40 left to go, it is 3rd and 3. They're going to hand this one off. Gaither tries to get to the outside, and he is going to be brought down short. He's going to be brought down short on that play. Let's see what the refs are calling on this one. Like we said, make sure you guys are liking and sharing this stream. Also leaving your comments. It is going to be 4th down. That penalty was against Connally. 4th down, and the punt team is out for them. So another 3 and out for Connally. Still working on trying to get this offense in rhythm. So the ball was backed up all the way to the 14. Connally will punt this one off once again. And the punt is off. This one gets some hang time. And the ball is going to be muffed. And I believe Connally will come up with the ball. Huge play on special teams right there. After the ball was muffed, recovered by Connally. So big turn of events right there. And Connally's offense will be getting back onto the field, I believe. And yes, they will. This Connally offense will be coming back onto the field. Great play made right there on special teams. After the punt, on the quick 3 and out, Connally gets the ball right back, starting off with the ball on the 43-yard line. I believe that's just how they drew it up. So at 1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line. Webb is at quarterback, hands this one off to Wisner. And he is going to be stopped short on that one. Springtown has brought some fans out here with them tonight. They're making a little bit of noise on that side as well. And we are going to have another timeout called. I believe this one is called by Coach Anderson. It is timeout. Connally, 5:01 left to go in this first half. The score is still tied up, 7-7, and we'll be right back.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry. It was great working with Lighthouse. Everyone was very professional, came in to do video recording and streaming for a conference that we hosted here on time. They did what they needed to do, was seamless and transparent. It was great. And feedback, everyone was impressed. So it went out, it was a conference level, so a state level event.
So back to the action. It is 2nd down and 9 yards to go. 5:01 left to go. Connally is trying to drive the ball down the field. We're going to get a pre-snap penalty, and I believe that will go against Connally. Refs huddling up to see where the call is going to be going. And that is going to be against Connally. Back them up 5 yards. 2nd and 14 now. Ball on the 39-yard line after that false start. So Connally has been hit with some penalties here tonight that has actually affected their field position on key downs. So 2nd and 14 now. Ball is on the 39-yard line. Webb is going to hand this one off to Gaither. Gaither tries to break to the outside, and he is going to be hit in the backfield. So Springtown's defense trying to get lively a little bit, making a couple big plays, and now it is going to be 3rd and 14. 3rd and long with just 4 minutes left to go, 4:20 left to go in this first half. Third and 17, actually, that play was hit behind the line. Third and 17, the play clock is running down, and they just get this one off barely. And then there's a trick play, handed back off to Wisner. Wisner tries to get upfield. He tries to pick up a block, makes another man miss. He is still moving down the field. Huge run picked up by the get-out-of-jail-free card. Trey Wisner picks up another first down on a huge 3rd down, big 3rd down conversion right there. They were back. It was 3rd and 17, and we've seen Wisner do this multiple times this season. If we go back to the game 1 against Sunnyvale, he's done that multiple times already this season. Big run right there from the sophomore Trey Wisner. That's going to bring up 1st down and 10. Another run handed off up the middle, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on that one. That is going to bring up 2nd down.
Carry for about 4
Marcus
yards.
Long picked up that carry, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and manageable. 2nd and 7. Gaither back in the backfield. And we're going to see another flag on the play. Let's see who this is going to go against. That's going to back Connally up, I believe. Another false start. A lot of penalties we've seen in this first half, especially pre-snap penalties for the cadet team. That's going to back them up after another penalty. I'm sure Coach Anderson is going to try to work that out at halftime, get his team to get a little more focused. 2:55 and ticking left to go in this first half. Connally has control right now. Score is still tied. 2nd and 12. They're going to hand this one off, and it is not a very successful run. That is going to bring up 3rd down.
Gaither around the left side for minimal gain as he's tackled by number 25, Michael McCoy.
So after that carry by Gaither, it is going to be 3rd and long. You've already seen a lot of 3rd downs for this Connally team in the first half. .240 left to go in the first half. Score still tied. Connally has the ball, and another penalty backed them up.
So it is going to be second and long, very long now, second and 22. The ball on the 47-yard line. And this one is going to be a big QB hit right there. Big hit on the QB.
Tyler Webb tackled in the backfield by number 14, Ashton Strahan.
So Ashton Strahan ends up with the big sack right there. It's going to be third and very long now. They've already pulled out their third and very long play just a few plays ago on the reverse to Wisner. Let's see what they draw up this time. With the clock still ticking, 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. They're going to try to get this one off. They do. Webb drops back. He's going to let this one go down long, go down the field long, and this one is going to be caught. Huge catch right there. Coming up.
Webb,
and that is
complete to number 5,
that is J.J. Joyner, the big junior, 6'4" junior, coming up with a huge catch right there. But I do see a penalty flag on the field, and I believe that is against Connally. And that
penalty flag on the field
takes all the energy out of the team right there after a huge pass completion from Webb. They pick up another holding call, and that is going to back them up even further, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, they have been plagued with penalties so far in this first half. The ball is going to be backed up all the way to, I believe, the 31 now. Third and 38 yards. Now, it was just third and very long in the last play, and they converted it. But the holding call brought them back. Now, an even bigger task, and they hand this one off to Marcus Long, and he is going to be brought down after a decent run, but not enough to pick up the first down.
Marcus Long on the carry to about the 40-yard line.
So that's going to bring up fourth down, and Springtown is going to call a timeout with 1:03 left to go in this first half. Score still knotted up 7-7. We'll be right back.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home? Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by RNS Barbecue.
So after the slew of penalties and a couple big plays that were called back, like the 50-yard pass we had by Tyler Webb to J.J. Joyner was called back after some more penalty calls, and it's going to bring up a fourth and very long, and the punt team is out. Springtown has one timeout left. It is 1:07 left to go in this first half. This punt is off. Pretty decent punt. They're going to pick this one up. He tries to get to the sideline. He's going to be out around the 30-yard line. So with 56 seconds left to go, Springtown has one timeout. Let's see if they try, take some chances down the field, which I'm sure they will. Like I said, that they are not afraid to let the ball fly at all, the Springtown team. So they're going to come out with the ball on the on their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10, 56 seconds left to go. Like I said, just one timeout. They're going to hand this one up the middle. Picks up pretty decent gain, 5 or 6 yards.
Davis on the carry to about the 35-yard line.
And now it's 40 seconds and ticking. They might just run this and go into halftime tied. Another run once again, and this one is going to be brought down short of the first down. And I believe that they will just go into the half. Tied 7-7.
Davis again, the ball carrier, no gain on the play.
Let's see, they got 10 seconds and ticking left on the clock.
Tackle for the Cadets.
Might try to get one more off, and they will not, and they will go into the locker room tied 7-7. So we got a good ball game here, folks, on our hands with the score 7-7 going into half. Both offenses struggling just a little bit, but I'm sure both teams will try to work that out in the locker room going into the half. 7-7. We will be back after this break.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home? Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by RNS Barbecue.
What's going on, folks? This is Jalen Gillis. Thank you for tuning in to Centex Sports. We're moving on from week 2, going into week 3. We got Coach Shane Anderson here from the Connally Cadets with us coming up right after this. What's going on, folks? This is Jalen Gillis with Centex Sports Talk. I'm here with my co-host, Roy Gillis, and we are getting ready to go in and talk to Coach Anderson, the head coach for Connally High School. Yeah, Coach, what are some of the things going into, watching film and getting ready for the next game this week that you guys were able to take away from the last game, that you guys were able to learn even in the loss in last game?
Well, I think there's several things. You always want to learn as much as you can, especially in non-district ball games. I think as a coaching staff, the thing that we now know is that we have a really, really good football team that can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Also, I think we understand as a staff that, we have to do a better job of rotating our kids and trying to keep them fresh. Those are some things that are hard to do in a nail biter because you want to have your best kids. At the same time, I feel like we could have did a better job of keeping some of our two-way kids a little bit fresher and a little bit more, had a little more gas in the tank in the fourth quarter. But at the same time, I think the biggest deal to take away is just our kids having the confidence to know that they belong and that they're now in the conversation with those teams like La Vega and hopefully later on down the road with like a Carthage.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about, Coach. Over these last 3 years, the progression is obvious. You guys have definitely came forward. You've reloaded this team somehow. I don't know how you've done that, but you've reloaded this team. And what do you? And I know you don't like thinking next too far out of here. I know you're thinking about Springtown, but do you think that this team is ready to take some of those next steps in the playoffs?
Well, like we've talked about before, the standards kind of been set. The expectations are extremely high. Our 4 team goals are not going to change no matter who we line up with or who we line up against. They were the same team goals that we had 6 years ago when we came in here and weren't very good. And now that we've kind of got this thing rolling, we still have the same team goals. We want to win a district championship. We want to make the playoffs. We want to practice on Thanksgiving, and we want to play in December. And so, we're going to have to take it week by week, game by game, obviously. But the next 2 weeks we're going to use to try to improve as a football team and to try to be clicking on all cylinders when we do start district here in about 4 weeks.
Yeah, Coach, some of the things I've taken away just from in the last couple weeks is Connally's defense has been very elite. I can't even say great. It's been elite in the last few weeks, not really allowing much yardage. They're buckling down in the red zone. They're creating turnovers. And I know that you're a defensive ball coach. So tell us a little bit how you were able to kind of just get this Connally's defense to this point. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but to this point, they've been pretty amazing so far.
Well, obviously it starts with the kids, having a passion for playing the game. I think a lot of it can go back to our off-season program and the mindset we create in off-season, and build in off-season. But at the end of the day, you got to take your hat off to our defensive staff. Our defense coordinator Clint Clayton does an unbelievable job. Putting a game plan together. Our defensive staff does a great job of preparing our kids and teaching our kids. That's what a lot of people get caught up in. They think we show up on Friday nights, we coach during practice a few times, go out there on Friday nights, but these guys are putting in 75, 85 hours a week, preparing, and that's what our team chaplain, Norris Blunt, was a team chaplain at Baylor at the college level before he came to us, and he was just telling me, about the turnaround. We play on Friday night. We're up here at 7:30 on Saturday until 2, and then on Sunday we're here from 9 or 10 in the morning until 6 or 7 at night, and preparing and putting a game plan together so that when we get here Monday, our kids are prepared. We have a plan in place, and we can go out there, waste any time, and get a lot of teaching done. And so, like I said, offensively and defensively, our staff does a great job. But, defensively, Coach Clayton has really, really took this thing to another level. And our defensive staff does a great job preparing our kids.
And obviously, Coach, it was a letdown because they lost. But how are the kids doing now? And what do you tell them after a nail biter like that?
Well, like I said earlier, I think the biggest deal is just for them to know that they've proven themselves. They've proven not only to each other, to our program, but to all of Central Texas and the state of Texas, that they belong on the field with elite competition, with the number one team in the state. And I told them, I said, last number one you're going to play. If we stay healthy and we keep getting better, we're going to line up against them Carthage Bulldogs in the playoffs, and they're going to be the number one team in the state. And I think by playing that game we played the other night, it's going to give us the advantage, when we line up against another number one.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's always great, building that confidence for them. How has it been kind of keeping these kids focused in this first few weeks of school? And they've got a lot of moving around they're trying to focus on football, and they still have certain restrictions they have because of the way COVID has things set up. And I know they've got homecoming this week coming up. So how has it been just keeping everybody focused on what the goal is?
Believe it or not, the COVID restrictions and some of the things to do with school has really helped us, because we bring our kids in the morning. They get here at 6:30, and we're on the grass at 6:50. So we're getting our workout in while it's nice and cool, while they don't have any distractions. They haven't had an opportunity to go to school yet and have a bad day or have something happen at school to keep them from, having a good practice. And so our kids have really bought into that. And I think all they had to do was come out here at 3:30 in the afternoon and realize they'd rather practice at 7 o'clock in the morning. But they bought into that. We've had great practices really all year. And, this week has been no different. We just finished practice 3 this morning, and it was a great out. I think our kids are prepared. We're healthy. We really got to use these next 2 weeks to find, our identity, throwing the football and doing some things there to be able to be at our best when we start district in a few weeks.
So we're getting ready to go into week 3, Coach. Tell us about this Springtown. We're trying to pull info on them, haven't been able to get much. Tell us about this Springtown team and what are you doing to get prepared?
Yeah, they're a team that came off a stellar year last year, actually defeated by La Vega in the semifinals in the 4A Division I semifinals last year. So they were playing week 15, and like I said before, substitute for experience. Coach Brian Hewlett is, I think he's in his 5th or 6th year there, and he's done an outstanding job. He's a great offensive mind. They'll see tons of formations, a lot of really good play calling on his part, and then defensively they run a 3-3 stack on defense. Very, very multiple, very, very exotic as far as blitzes and that. You'll see some, a little bit of everything in the secondary, from man to cover 1 to cover 2, cover 3. But they're a dang good football team. They're 1-1 just like we are, and they're not playing their best ball yet either. They're going to continue to get better and continue to improve, and they'll be a playoff team for sure in their league. And so we'll have our work cut out for us, Friday night, and we'll have to play well again to have a chance.
Yeah, Coach, before we let you go, we just got one more question. We know, like I said, the kids haven't really been in school like that, but it is still their homecoming week. Is there any homecoming traditions or anything maybe you guys do kind of during homecoming that you guys have kind of tried to build in as a tradition that, like I said, with just your football team doing in homecoming, whether that be before or after the game?
Well, like I said, this COVID stuff really has kind of screwed up when it comes to tradition or homecoming festivities. We're not going to have our parade this year we normally have. School started yesterday, so we have about, I'd say, 40% of our kids in person at school and about 60% still remote. So we're trying to keep a close eye on that from an academic standpoint. And really, to be honest with you, we hadn't even talked about it being homecoming. To me, to our team, it's another game for us. Our job is to go out and play football. All stuff is for the cheerleaders and the community and all the mamas. We are fortunate this year. I want to say 5 out of the 6 out of the 7 homecoming king nominees are football players. So that's just a representation of our program and where those kids stack up in the school leaders and as quality individuals. And so, enjoy those festivities, and then we're going to go out there and win a football game.
Coach, want to thank you so much for giving us a little time out of your busy schedule. I know you're getting ready. I know you got a lot on your plate. We appreciate you. As a fan, man, that was an awesome game last week. Before we let you go, and keep doing what you're doing, and go Cadets. I think we lost Coach there.
Yeah, I think we might have froze out right there.
But we appreciate it. We appreciate Coach stopping in. Let me just send him a text real quick. So Instant Classic last week, moving out of week 2, moving into week 3. Springtown.
Yep, they got Springtown.
And so Coach gave us some insight that I didn't know, that they lost to La Vega in the semis last year. And so they went up quite a bit to get to week 15. So obviously this is going to be one of those weeks where it's going to test the defense to get ready for the different offensive looks that they're going to face in week 3.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good matchup for them. Like you said, just getting them ready for district and for the playoffs. Like he said, it's going to be a test for the offense and the defense on the offensive side, like Coach Anderson said, they want to be able to get a little bit more, a little more able to be able to throw the ball down the field. We didn't see too many throws down the field in the last game, well, in the last 2 weeks actually. And like he said, they run a 3-3-5 defense, so that's going to be a very hybrid-like defense. I know Baylor's ran that defense for a lot of years now. So, like you said, a lot of different coverages and a lot of different blitzes. So this is going to be a good matchup for Connally and Abel, especially if they're going to be able to try to throw the ball this week. This is definitely going to be a good test for them. And on the defensive side, like you said, a very multiple offense as well, a very spread out, multiple offensive sets on defense as well for this defense.
We talked about it last week a little bit about how important it is to get the passing game off the ground, and Coach mentioned it today. It's important to be able to be balanced, so that we take some of the load off of the running backs. And so Connally has got some weapons, and so we want them to look at all of Connally's weapons so they can mix it up. Last week, huge game. Just talk about that for a minute. I know that week is gone. La Vega, that game is over with, but that was, as I said, that was an instant Syntex Classic game.
Yeah, definitely going to be a Syntex Classic.
Tremendous viewership. The game was actually broadcast on Channel 10. However, on Syntex Sports, we had over 10,000 viewers, and that's due to the tremendous fan base that we've been able to build with Connally and those Cadet fans and a lot of La Vega fans. And so it was people watching, again, from all over the country, watching this game. Even some of the Connally alumni, people that said they graduated in the 90s, some in the 2000s, different ones that were watching. So that's an instant classic. There were a few drives, I think, that were very critical. There was one play in which Connally caused La Vega, I believe, to turn it over on downs. And the next play, Connally threw a deep ball that was intercepted. And while that was not the outcome, of course, that Connally was looking for, I was glad to see them start to stretch defenses. And I got a chance to see some of that arm of this Idaho commit, man. I mean, he's got a rocket for an arm.
Oh yeah, he can throw.
So what were some of the key plays that you saw or that you can remember from last week?
Yeah, last week, like I said, a very close matchup, 13-10 loss with La Vega coming out victorious in that one. But there were some of the key plays, like you said, just little stuff like that. They had they tried to come out and attack a little bit and catch them off guard in the air, but that one was intercepted. So that kind of strayed them away from throwing the rest of the game. So that play was very impactful because that interception kind of made the Connally coaching staff kind of stray away from throwing the ball a little bit, which ended up affecting the game in those last few drives. And like he said in the interview with Coach Anderson said, just getting some of those guys rotated in and out, showing a little bit more so those guys can be fresh in the fourth quarter. We know Connally is just like most schools in 4A, they got a lot of kids playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So if they're burning both ends of the candle, you want to keep them as fresh as you can for the fourth quarter, especially in games like that. We had the big pick from the lineman Torrey Pullen.
Yeah.
So he came out with a big interception right there that could have changed the game around. He was about 8 yards away from the end zone. If he could have just got his legs turning just a little bit more, could have gotten to the end zone. That definitely would have affected the game.
He was rumbling, bumbling, as they used to say on ESPN. But no, these guys played amazing last week. They played amazing. Defense, there's really nothing more we could say about Connally's defense. I mean, I don't know. Coach Anderson gave the credit to the defensive coordinator, and I know that Coach Anderson is a defensive-minded coach as well. And so obviously this team has really bought into this defensive package that they're running, which is going to be very important because not only are they facing a team in Springtown that's going to show them a lot of different sets, you still got Salado on the schedule, assignment football. There's going to be some teams that they're going to have to play throughout the year where defense is going to be very impactful. Last year, the defense was pretty good last year, but they could really rely heavy on Sunday keeping control of the ball. This year it's a little bit different, and I don't think Coach Anderson is afraid to punt or give the ball back to the other team because he's really got confidence in his defense.
Yeah, for sure. This defense has really stepped up, and like I was talking to Coach Anderson about, I think it's become one of the elite defenses, and especially in the 4A Division II. They haven't really allowed much, even going against a great team like La Vega, who's got state championship aspirations as well. They didn't really allow much. I mean, it was 13 to 10 on the score. They scored their second drive, I believe, of the game, and then they scored their first drive of the second half. And that's it. After that, not really much scoring. They've got countless turnovers. They've forced 2 turnovers on downs against La Vega. They forced multiple against Sunnyvale in the first game. So this defense has really stepped up in a big way.
So going into week 3, we're getting ready to close this out. Springtown is coming up, and so that'll be back at McPeople Stadium. Want to make sure that everybody is locking in the syntechsportsnetwork.com. If you are watching this on Facebook, make sure you follow this page so you can get the notifications. Also on Twitter, you can find us. I've been seeing a lot of people starting to follow Syntech Sports on Twitter. And I definitely want to give a shout out to some of our new sponsors we got coming on board. Royalty Real Estate is coming on board, and we've got some stuff that'll be coming out with them. That's the realtor is Natalia Foster, and we'll make sure we get her contact information coming real soon. And it's been a good season. They're 1-1. Connally's 1-1, but it's been a good season thus far. They showed a lot of promise, and I really think that they're able to move to that next step in the playoffs. I know that's a long way away. A lot of injuries away. So it's a long time in this COVID season. That's a long, almost like a different world away. But I really think that Connally, with what Coach Anderson had, is ready to take that next step.
Yeah, I believe that this could be one of those special years. I believe that they are ready to take the next step. Like we've seen in the last 2 years, they've gotten to the playoffs and fell short to, I believe, the state champions, and then one of the runner-ups as well with Gilmer, who they lost with last year. So if they can just get over that hump, like Coach Anderson was talking about, they got some more good ball clubs coming up in the playoffs if they're able to get there, which that is their plan to be able to get there. They got some more good ball clubs coming up, so they're going to have to get ready, and they're going to be taking it week by week like they are right now.
All right. Well, there you have it, Syntech Sports Talk. Got a chance to talk to Coach Anderson. We will have another show coming this week before the game, and of course, we will have a pregame show. We know last week we couldn't do the pregame because we had a torrential rainstorm that happened right before the game started. But this has been Roy Gillis, your host with Jalen Gillis. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank Coach Anderson for stopping by, and we will see you soon the next time, Syntech Sports Network. In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Natalia Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams Real Estate Team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by RNS Barbecue.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry. It was great working with Lighthouse. Everyone was very professional, came in to do video recording and streaming for a conference that we hosted here on time. They did what they needed to do, was seamless and transparent. It was great. The feedback, everyone was impressed. So it went out, it was a conference level, so a state level event, and everyone was impressed with the product and the result. We got the DVDs too, which people purchased, and they were impressed with those. It was great overall.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home? Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235.
Throughout my life, I've been told, if you see something you don't like, jump in and be the change. I grew up in the inner city of South Houston to a single young mother who gave up everything to raise 2 boys on her own. By watching her work ethic, effort, love, and passion throughout the years, now gives me purpose. My name is Keith Guillory. I'm an officer in the fire service, a community leader, a husband, and a father. I've served as an educator, mentor, and literacy partner throughout the Waco Independent School District, and I've met some of the most brilliant students and families in our city. But after years of seeing our district have a deficit in the 3rd grade reading scores and dropout rates that are some of the highest in the state, it's clear that a change is needed to be made. And our students and teachers deserve a champion that will represent them. This election is crucial. It is for the future of the students in our city. What the Waco Independent School District needs is strong leadership on the school board. One that listens to and represents students and their families, who will ensure the mastery of essential skills by strengthening the Literacy Foundation. A board member that will promote strong teacher recruitment and retention. Improve the communication between the board and the community, and strive to create secure and safe environments, especially during these times. We need strong leadership on our school board that is actively involved in the lives of our students and their families. One that knows our counselors, teachers, and principals by name. That will lead our district into its greatness. The time is now. Vote Keith Guillory for Waco Independent School District School Board at Large, Place 6 on November 3rd.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to Centex Sports. I am Jalen Gillis, and we are getting ready to kick off the second half of football. We've got a good half of football so far. 7-7 is the score. Game that's been dominated by both defense. And the ball is off. Received at the 20-yard line. And brought down shortly after. It's a good energy coming out on special teams. In the first half, we've seen Tyler Webb be featured a lot more than he's been featured in the first 2 games. But can he step his game up just a little bit more? The Idaho commit has got a lot of expectations coming up for this season. Connally's defense has been playing great as usual. They gave up 1 touchdown, and they are back out on the field once again. Let's see if they can come up with a quick 3 and out, get the ball back to this Connally offense so they can get some rhythm going. So we're going to start out on the 31. Springtown with the ball on the 31. They're going to drop back, and they're going to try to go fire deep on the first play. And this one is, let's see if it's completed, waiting on the sign from the ref. Looks like they're going to say incomplete. So Springtown is going to try to come out and attack right away. Both of these offenses have struggled throughout the first half.
Knocked away by number 8, Marcus Long.
Connally's first half, if we have anything to say about them, it has just been plagued by penalties so far, and that is what has stopped them from getting in rhythm. The QB keeper on that one, and Chesney makes a couple people miss, picks up a few yards, and that's going to bring up third down, big third down right here. Starting off, let's see what how the tone can be set coming out of the locker room if they can get a stop right here on third down. 3rd and 7 coming up. The ball is on the 34-yard line. First play of the second half, they tried to strike down the field. Let's see if they try to do it more of the same right here. QB drops back. He tries to get to the outside, and he is going to be brought down short of the first down marker. So a good defensive stand right there for Connally.
Scrambles around the right side to about the 39-yard line before being knocked out of bounds by number 14,
Chesney
Andrew
could not
Rose.
get all the way there to pick up the first down. That's going to bring up 4th. And let's see if we see the punt team. I see the punter coming out. He is, I believe, the tallest person on the field for either team, has been the punter for Springtown. And we see him coming out. 4th down. And this is going to be a QB keeper instead. And Chesney keeps it. And they think, and I believe they get enough for the first down. So kind of can see that one coming. I saw Chesney stay on the field. I believe Connally was prepared for it as well, just could not come up with the stop right there. So after that conversion, that is going to be a first down for Springtown. Thought we were going to get a quick 3 and out for Connally, but with the short yardage, Springtown decided to just go ahead and go for it, and now Chesney has the ball once again. First down, 1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line. This one is going to be handed off, and it is going to be a pretty decent run. Picks up about 13 yards on that run. So now Springtown has a little bit of momentum going. Little momentum going for Springtown. Let's see if Connally can respond, match their energy on defense. Coming out a little bit dull on defense out of the locker room. Let's see if they can pick it up. So another 1st and 10. Ball is on the 46-yard line, the Connally 46. This is going to be another handoff. And this one is up the middle, and this is another good run, a back-to-back first downs. And I believe we have a turnover on downs after that last play. Or a turnover, excuse me, on the last play. And it is confirmed, a fumble on that last play. They did fumble. After picking up 3 straight first downs, they gave the ball up on that one. And that is huge, just the boost that this Connally team needed on that play right there. Coming up with the fumble, great play by the defense. And that's going to give their offense a chance, which is huge after Springtown was moving the ball down the field pretty easily. So 1st and 10, now we're going to see Webb back out there. He hands this one off. And it's going to be a short yardage gain. Huge play right there
from the Connally defense on the last play, forcing the fumble when Springtown was looking to get into rhythm.
For a gain of about 3.
And like I said, this Connally defense has come up with big plays all year long and continuing to do more of the same here. 2nd and 7. Going to have another handoff to Wisner. He tries to break outside. He's going to be brought down in the backfield, but I do see some laundry on the field, flag on the play.
Trey Wisner in the backfield by number 19, Dylan Davis. Stop made at the 35-yard line.
So now that is going to bring up a 3rd down for this Connally squad. Let's see who the penalty was against. Not sure, still waiting on the ref to clarify. And I believe they might have, and it looks like it is going to be against Connally. So 3rd down, 3rd and 11 coming up, ball on the 35-yard line. Webb is going to drop back, scrambles outside of the pocket, launches this one down the field, dangerous pass. And let's see what the ref calls us on the sideline. And I see the punt team coming onto the field, so I believe it was incomplete.
Webb's pass complete to number 5, J.J. Joyner.
And they will call it and say it was complete. And now they are moving the chains down. There was a penalty on the play.
Roughing the passer.
And it was roughing the passer. So that is going to move the ball down the field for the Cadets. So a penalty that worked in the favor of the Cadets this time after the roughing the passer call. Now it is 1st and 10. And after that big play right there, Connally is going to be on the 30-yard line. Hands this one off to Gaither. Gaither goes up the middle, picks up about 3 yards on that one.
Gaither, the ball carrier, for a gain of about 4 before being dragged down by Pancho Marino.
So there's going to be 2nd down now. 3-yard gain on the last run by Gaither. 8:15 left to go. The score is still tied. We've been tied since, I believe, the beginning of the 2nd quarter between these two teams. And now another handoff. And this one is going to be a fake handoff to Webb. And Webb is getting up the sideline. Can he get all the way? And he does. Touchdown, Tyler Webb on the QB keeper. Scrambling all the way to the outside, running that read option to perfection. And I do see a flag on the field. Let's see who that one is against. If this is another holding call, that is going to be huge because Connally has had numerous plays called back tonight because of holding. And I believe this one might be more of the same. And it will be called back.
Flag against the Cadets for holding.
It is going to be holding. That is another huge holding call. Penalties have really just been all over this team tonight, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Multiple holding calls, multiple false starts, and that brings back yet another big play. It is going to be a repeat of 2nd down, ball on the 28-yard line. Webb has it. This time he does hand it off to Gaither. Gaither tries to bounce to the outside, but he is going to be brought down. So a huge turn of events in just the last 2 plays. It went from it being a touchdown on the read option run from Webb to being called back, and then Gaither hit in the backfield. Now that is going to bring up 3rd and long. We know Connally is not comfortable kicking field goals from this area. They had a situation just like this earlier in the game, on the first drive of the game, actually, and they could not convert on 4th down. But this is 3rd down, 3rd and 11. Webb is going to drop back once again, gets a quick out, and that one is caught. So a good play call to set them up to try to convert this now. Catch was made by Broncha Miles Jr.
To number 10, Broncha Miles.
And that is going to bring up 4th and short after that catch completed by Miles Jr. And like I said, Connally has not been comfortable kicking from this area of the field, so they will keep their offense on the field. 4th and 3, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Anderson. He didn't like what he saw, and he's going to talk about it with his team now. So we got our first time out of the half, 6:43 left to go, and Connally is still tied up 7-7, ball on the 23-yard line, 4th down when we come back.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by RNS Barbecue.
And back to the action. 4th and 3 coming up right here for the Cadets. Big 4th down conversion, and we're going to have another penalty. Before we could even get the play out, looks like this one is going to be false start on the on the offense. Both sides pointing at each other. Let's see what the ref calls. Could be a neutral zone infraction. They're discussing. And it is going to be a false start going against the Cadets, and that just kind of takes the air out of them on that one. They had a 4th and 3 coming up, 4th and short. Now they're going to be backed up, have to call an entire different play. They've already had a touchdown called back on this drive because of a holding, and now a false start pushes them back even further on 4th down. So that is huge right there. Tyler Webb drops back. He lets this one fly, but there is nobody there as he throws it to the back of the end zone. Miles was the intended receiver, and that is going to be another turnover on downs in the red zone for Connally. That is 2 times Connally has been in the red zone and could not convert. They have not been kicking field goals all year, so when they get in the red zone, they're going to look to try to punch it in. But they could not do so right there as penalties stop them from yet another score once again. Now let's see if this Connally defense can bail them out and come up with another stop. Last time Springtown was in a rhythm, drove down the field with ease, but they were stopped by a forced fumble by Connally's defense. And now Chasney. And now 1st down handoff. And a huge hit on the side over there for Connally. Marcus Long comes up with the tackle, big hit.
Ball to about the 33-yard line.
So Connally's red zone offense has not been great tonight. Hasn't been bad. They've had plays called back multiple times. Just the penalties are really hurting them on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 5 coming up for Springtown. They're going to come out still in the spread offense, 3 wide receivers. They throw the quick bubble to the outside, and he is going to be brought down out of bounds, short of the 1st down marker, I believe.
Number 10, Cooper Croft on the reception around the 37-yard line. Taken out of bounds by number 1, Trey Wisner for the Cadets.
And that is going to be a 1st down. They did say he got enough to be a 1st down, so that's going to be another 1st down for Springtown. Like I said, they fumbled on their last drive, but before that fumble, they were really moving the ball down the field. as they pick up another first down. First down and 10. We got a handoff, tries to get to the outside, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Good play right there from the Connally defense.
Dakota Strahan, the ball carrier for the Porcupines. Small gain on the play.
Second down after the small gain.
Ashton Brooks Williams. Penalty flag on the
and it looks like there's going to be a penalty. That one is going to be holding against Springtown, so that will bring them back even further. And as many penalties as Connally has had, Springtown has not been great necessarily in the penalty aspect as well. So it's going to repeat first down, 1st and 21. Chancey's going to keep this one. He was looking to throw it. He's going to be brought down. Swarming on him is this Connally's defense. And they have been playing great as a unit tonight.
Chesney pulls forward for about 3 yards to the 29-yard line. Torrey Pullen and Kavion Gaither combining on the tackle.
Second and 19 after the 2-yard gain on that one. And now they're going to have a quick out on this one to the receiver, and he's going to be brought down after a minimal gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, just what this Connally defense needs.
Cooper Croft on the receiving end of that pass to the 31-yard line. Stopped by number 9, Kavion Gaither.
3rd and long for this Connally defense. And let's see if they can get their offense back on the field with this play right here. 3rd and 17, ball is on the 31-yard line. We got 4 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter, folks, and we are still tied up at 7. Chancellor drops back. He launches this one down the field, and this one is going to be caught, complete, and pushed out of bounds. Huge throw and catch right there. Connally has not allowed many of those this year, but that time Springtown was able to get behind, the defense on that one. Big throw right there from Chesney, the senior QB for Springtown. And that's going to be a first down, bringing the ball all the way to Connally's 25-yard line. So it was 3rd and very long. They let the receiver get behind the defense. And now it is 1st and 10 with the ball on the 25-yard line. They hand this one off. He breaks to the outside. He sees some daylight and a big hit. Gets cleaned up right there on that play after gaining some pretty good yardage.
Give one of the players to number 19, Dylan Davis.
And Dylan Davis picks up.
Knocking in to make the stop is number 1, Trey Wisner for the Cadets.
Trey Wisner comes up with the big hit on that play. And I believe there's a man down for Springtown. Oh, it is actually Connally. Number 25 for Connally is down. So we got somebody from Springtown and Connally. And for Connally, that is Ashton Brooks Williams, the junior. He's getting his legs stretched out. Looks a little bit like cramps. Let's hope so. And there is still a man down for Springtown as well. .346, we got an injury timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 5.
And so after a couple injuries on that play, the 10-yard gain was enough to pick up the first down. It is 1st and 10. The ball is on the 15-yard line. Like I said, Springtown moving down the field. They were doing this last drive, but were stopped by a fumble recovered by Connally. Let's see if they can get another stop right here. The ball is up in the air.
And I think they're going to bat this one down to the ground. Incomplete. Another chance for Connally to come up with the turnover right there, almost on cue, as I was saying it right there. And that's going to bring up second down, second and 10, ball on the 15.
Up in the air and falls incomplete.
Want to thank all you guys that are watching this stream. If you are watching on Facebook, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the stream. Also liking the Syntex Network, the Syntex Sports Network page on Facebook. Make sure you guys are leaving comments as well. Chesney drops back, throws this one to the back of the end zone, and that one is going to be caught. Touchdown. Play to the back of the end zone. Another big throw from Chesney, the senior quarterback, who had a really good drive on this last drive. Caps it off with a touchdown throw to the back of the end zone, and Connally is going to be trailing now, down 13-7, and they're going up for the extra point to make it 14. And the extra point is up and good. So after that drive provided by two big passes by the senior quarterback, Camden Chesney, Springtown takes a 14-7 lead. We got 3 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 14-7 is the score. We'll be right back after this.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home? Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235.
Back to the action. 3:19 left to go here at Mac People Stadium. 3:19 left to go in the third quarter. The score is 14-7 after that long drive by Springtown to get them into the end zone. Now the pressure is on Connally's offense a little bit. The game has been tied since the beginning of the second quarter. And now they have a fake kickoff from Springtown. Not sure what that was. And this one is going to be booted in the back of the end zone. Like I said, this kicker has got a huge leg and is also the biggest guy on the field at 6'7". And I see some more flags coming up in the air. And it looks like that one was after the play, so we'll see who that is going to be against. Now there's some pressure added to this Connally offense. Plenty of time left to go in the game. Got 3:19 in the third. But we know Connally likes to run the ball. So they're going to have to get the ball down the field just for the time that they're going to have. Some of their drives can be up to 8, 9, 10 minutes long. So if they want to try to tie this game up and then possibly get another score to bring it home, they're going to have to move the ball down the field with a sense of urgency. Even though, like I said, plenty of time left to go. 3:19 left to go in the third quarter. Great drive put on by Springtown on the last one. Connally just really got beat by a couple big plays made by the quarterback. Like I said before the game, Springtown has no problem throwing the ball. They got a big QB with a big arm, and he doesn't mind letting it fly. But now it's time for Connally's offense with their big armed QB to come back onto the field, and let's see how they can respond after that last drive. Ball on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. This is going to be another QB keeper for Webb. He tries to get to the outside. Spins, goes out of bounds. So short gain on that play. Like I said, we've seen Webb be featured a lot more this game. Had a big call, had a big 27-yard touchdown run called back on the last drive before they turned it over on downs because of the holding penalty. So that was huge as well. And now they're going to be backed up. Looks like another holding call against the Cadets.
There's going to be a lot of bear crawling going on and practice coming up this week for Connally. A lot of penalties tonight, a lot of penalties. And they have actually hurt this offense. They're not just kind of meaningless penalties going towards the end. These holding calls have been huge. Now, 1st and 20, they've given up 14 points off of just holding. It's now 1st and 20. They get a pass, and let's see if this one is going to be complete. And I believe they do complete that pass right there. It's a good throwing.
Pass complete to number 8. Marcus
That was
Long
going to
at
Marcus
26-yard
Long.
line.
Good pass from Webb. Kind of
Dakota Strahan
makes
on the
this
tackle for the
a little bit
Porcupines.
easier now with 2nd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 9 coming up. 2:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And now Webb with the QB keeper on this one as well. Makes a couple people miss and is going to be brought down, though, after just picking up a few yards. So another big 3rd down coming up for this Connally offense.
Webb on the carry for a gain of about 3.
So 3-yard pickup on that carry from Tyler
Tackle
Webb,
made by
and
number
we got
18,
a
Dawson
3rd down,
Jones.
ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what this coaching staff draws up. They've got to be able to get better on 3rd down. They've been pretty good so far, but the penalties have kind of took away from that. So a handoff up the middle, and this one is going to be brought down short. And it looks like the ball came out. I'm not sure if they're going to say the runner was down. And they will say the runner was down. That is going to bring up 4th down. So Conley's punt team is going to come on. A quick 3 and out. Not exactly what Connally needed on that play. Quick 3 and out for this team. And now with 1:15 left to go in the 3rd, they're going to be punting the ball, still trailing by 7. Punt coming up, and this is one to get some hang time, but not too far back. And that's going to put them around the 30-yard line for Springtown.
Made by number 1 Matthew Lockard at the 35-yard line of the Porcupines.
And they are going to be at the 35 starting out. Springtown, like I said, in this half, they've had success on both drives. One drive they did not score because of a turnover, and the very next drive they did score. So Connolly's defense is going to have to step up right here and make a stop so their offense can get a chance to try to tie this ball game up. Coach Anderson has a lot of faith in this defense, as he should. They have been great all year. Let's see if they can come up with another stop. 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Springtown has the ball. Chesney keeps this one, throws it to the running back on the screen, and a big hit right there, and he stays on his feet after taking the big hit from Wiggins.
Catch made by number 11, Christian Hernandez.
Christian Hernandez with that catch on the pass from
Moves the ball to the
Chesney.
39-yard line before being wrapped up by LaMarcus McDonald.
And about a 1 second difference between the game clock. It's actually the exact same, so they might just let this one run all the way. Nope, they're going to call one more. Nope, they're going to go off. They're going to let the 4th quarter. They're going to take this one to the 4th quarter, as that is the end of the 3rd. Springtown has the ball on the 39-yard line. They are up by 7 points, 14-7. We'll be back for the start of the 4th quarter after this.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home? Call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at
So back to the action here at Mac People Stadium. Thank you for watching Syntex Sports. Fourth quarter coming up. Started the fourth quarter right here. It is 2nd and 6. Springtown has the ball, trying to move it down the field. They are up by 7 on Connally. Quick pass. This one is going to be incomplete. It was open, but that one will be incomplete. They've been taking advantage of the short game right there with the short passes, even though that one was incomplete.
On the play by number 1, Trey Wisner.
Now 3rd and 6 coming up. This is a huge play for this Cadet defense. Let's see if they can get their defense off the field and put their offense back on. Coming up with a stop right here. 3rd and 6, ball on the 39-yard line. Springtown with a 3-wide receiver set. And this is going to be a QB run right up the middle for Chesney, and he's going to be stopped short. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now, we've already seen them go for it with a fake punt in this game.
Middle of the line across the 40-yard line.
So 4th down with decent field position.
Tackle made by Jamari Wiggins.
Looks like we are going to see the punt team, but Connally cannot be too sure because they did convert on that last 4th and short they had with the QB run on the fake punt. And this one will be punted away. Big punt, like we said. We know their punt got a big leg. And this is a great punt from that punter. Might be one of the best players on this Springtown team. He has had, the punter and kicker, he's had a pretty good game. I know people don't really give much love to the kicker and punter, but he pins them down on the 5-yard line with that punt. Perfect bounce on the punt, puts them on the 5-yard line. So Connally's going to have 95 yards to try to go with this one. Coach Anderson's huddling up, talking to this offense. They're down by 7, 11 minutes left to go here at Mac People Stadium on this homecoming night. Let's see what Connally's offense can do. So 1st and 10, like I said, the ball is on the 5-yard line. This one is a drop back, and Webb is going to keep this one, looking to try to get rid of it, and he's going to be hit out of bounds, I believe, just in front of the line to scrimmage. So a pickup of about 2 yards. It is going to be 2nd and 8.
Tyler Webb around the right side for minimal gain as he's knocked out of bounds by number 14.
2-yard gain right there for Webb.
6, Spec Bealey.
Ball is on the 7-yard line. And we, like I said, we know Connally likes to take their time on offense and get a slow, long drive out. But there's 10 minutes left to go in the game, so they're going to need a score on this drive. 2nd and 8. Webb hands this one off to Gaither. Gaither makes a couple people miss, makes one more person miss, and is tripped up, but picks up enough yards for the 1st down. Hard run right there from Kavion Gaither.
Gaither finds an opening in the line and works his way up to the 18-yard line for a Cadet 1st down.
Big run right there, picking up the 1st down for Gaither. Now the ball is on the 19-yard line after the 12-yard run from Gaither. 1st and 10. Webb is going to stay in the same formation, hands this one right back to Gaither. Another hard run from Gaither, picking up about 4 or 5 yards on that one. Last week we saw more of the same of this. Gaither carried the ball the whole way down the field for them, but they were not able to punch it in last week. Let's see if they can change that on this drive and punch this one in and tie the game up. 2nd and 5, ball on the 24-yard line. And Webb drops back to pass for this one. He's looking deep. He throws this one deep, and it is going to be incomplete. Could not complete the pass on that one. Webb has had trouble going down the field. He's had a couple completions downfield, but has not been successful much throwing the ball down the field. But like I said, I believe that it is good that they're giving him these chances
because they got to build that confidence going into district in a couple of weeks and going for a deep playoff run that Connally expects to have this year. They're going to need that quarterback. 3rd and 5 now. Ball still on the 24-yard line after that incompletion. Big 3rd down coming up. And this one is going to be a handoff to Gaither. And Springtown comes right up the middle. It looks like tries to stop him. Got a couple players going out of bounds on that one. But they're going to be stopped short. It is 4th down now, 4th and short. And let's see what Connally decides to do. They are going to punt this one off. Coach Anderson believes in this defense with 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left to go in this game. They're going to punt this one away. He believes they're going to have one more shot to try to tie this game up if their defense can come up with a stop. I do not blame them. They have a great kicker on their side and do not want them to try to put this game away with the kick. And this punt is going to go up in the air. It's going to bounce for a little bit, but it's going to be stopped. Not a very long punt at all, about a 30-yard punt. That's going to give Springtown pretty decent field position after that one. So Conley's offense stopped again. They've been stopped every drive since about their 2nd drive of the game, since the 1st quarter. They have not been successful. And now a big defensive possession coming up for Connally right here. They've got 8:50 left to go in this game. Like I said, it is homecoming here at Mack People Stadium, so their fans are ready to cheer for this team. They're going to need a big stop, leaning on their defense once again that has been good all year long. Short field to go. Ball is on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Springtown. This one is going to be a quick out. They've been throwing that all night. Connally is giving them that, playing their DBs off about 7 to 10 yards. So they're gonna take what Connolly's been giving them.
Andy Bealey pushed out of bounds around the 40 by number 21, Isaiah Stevens for the Cadets.
So there was a flag on the play.
Penalty flag against the.
And that penalty will go against Springtown. So instead of positive yardage, they will be backed up. That's good for Connally right here on this drive. They needed that. Instead of it being +6, they are now back 6. 8:30 and the clock is still ticking. 1st down and 16. The ball is on the 40-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and he is going to pick up some pretty decent yardage on that one. Good run, about a 10-yard run for Springtown on 1st down. And like I said, now Connally has to play defense, and they are also fighting against the clock. Connally only has 2 timeouts.
The ball carrier to the 49-yard line, wrapped up there by number 56, Torrey Pullen, and number 11, LaMarcus McDonald.
So 2nd and 7 after that run, 9-yard run. Ball is on the 49-yard line now. Springtown has the ball, trying to move down the field. Another handoff right here, and this one is going to be good enough for a 1st down. Now they're starting to move the ball down the field, and this is really where Connally is going to have to try to buckle in and get a stop. They do have a great kicker, like I said, on the other side. So if they feel like they can get it just close enough, they can put the potential game-winning kick in if they can get close enough. So Connolly's going to have to try to buckle down on the defense right here. I know they're tired. They've been on the field a lot tonight. but their team is counting on them right now to come up with a stop. 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line of Connally. And on this run is going to go nowhere. It's a 1st down. They got the 1st down stop they needed right there. 6:50 left to go. The clock is ticking. Fighting against the clock and fighting against this team at the same time.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 8, ball on the 39-yard line. They're getting closer and closer to that field goal range. Like I said, their kicker has got a big leg, so they don't want to put them too close. 2nd down. This one is going to be a quick pass out. And they're going to stop this one as well. Only picking up a couple yards. 3rd down, big 3rd down, probably the biggest 3rd down of the night so far. 6 minutes left to go in this game. 3rd down coming up. Connally is in dire need of a stop right here.
Tackle on the play made by Trey Wisner.
3rd and 6 coming up. They've got to try to come up with the stop right here. They are almost in a field goal range, this team already. Ball is on the 37-yard line. And now they drop back. Chesney tries to get the screen off. He does, but he's going to be hit out of bounds before he can pick up the 1st down. And it looks like
pass complete to Lockard. Tackle made on the play by number 11, LaMarcus McDonald.
And that will bring up 4th down. See the refs discussing on the sideline over there. Might have been a penalty. They're talking it over right now. See who was against, and I see, looks like Springtown, some of the Springtown players backing up a little bit, signaling that could be against them. Still waiting on the referee's call. And now we see Springtown side cheering as if the penalty is going to go against Connally. And I believe it will. The chains are being moved. The penalty will go against Connally. And that is huge, folks. The penalty will go against Connally. And it's going to be a 1st down. Another penalty tonight, and that's really been the story of the game, folks, for this team tonight. Still trailing by 7, 5:17 left to go. It's going to be 1st down, ball on the 20-yard line now. And Chesney is going to keep this one. He throws it, and this one is going to be complete. So another 1st down picked up. Back-to-back 1st downs now for this team, and they are inside of the 10-yard line now.
Pass is complete to number 36, Brody Trio.
Like I said, turnovers and really just penalties have been huge for this Connally team tonight. They've almost put themselves out of the game. Still have time left to go here, though. 4:47, 4:45 now and ticking. And this one is going to be a QB keeper up the middle. That one is going to be stopped short, no good. 2nd and goal.
Keeping the ball on the carry that time for a gain of about 2 as he's brought down by Jamari Wiggins.
2nd and goal. They got 7 yards to go. And this clock is steady ticking away.
4:15 left to go in the game. Connally still trailing by 7. Springtown has the ball in the red zone, looking to score. And this one is going to be a QB keeper. And it looks like he is going to be stopped short once again. That is going to bring up third down, 3rd and short.
Chesney stopped.
And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the play.
Torres Luna and Torrey Pullen for the Cadets.
And it is going to be holding against Springtown, and that could be good for this Cadet team. The holding call is going to back them up. They still have goal to go, but now they're going to be backed up on 2nd down. Repeat 2nd down, backed up all the way to the 15. So they got 15 to go to 15 yards to get to the goal.
Giving the Porcupines a 2nd and 15.
3:50 and ticking left to go in the game. Connally still trailing by 3. They've only got 2 timeouts left as well. So the QB is going to drop back on this one. Pressure created by Connally. He's going to try to scramble outside. He just gets this one away, incomplete to nobody. That is going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to get to the goal. Like I said, folks, their kicker has a huge leg, so I'm sure Springtown is very comfortable kicking this ball if they are not able to convert on this 3rd down. If they do, that would make it a 2-possession game with only 3 minutes left to go in the game for Connally. 3rd and 15, ball on the 15-yard line. And now that's going to bring up a 3rd down already for this Connally team, who's trying to move the ball down the field and pull off a miracle here with 2 minutes left to go. Third down. Webb drops back. They're getting pressure. They blitz him. He gets this pass off. It is going to be incomplete. 4th down brought up by Springtown. I see Webb down on the field after taking a hit on that last one. Going to see a late flag thrown out by the ref. See who this is against. Could potentially be roughing the passer, but it is not. They're going to call intentional grounding.
2nd and 19.
Intentional grounding on this play, actually. So there was nobody near.
And now they're going to have a quick out on this one to the receiver.
There's nobody near the ball thrower, and he threw the ball into the dirt. They're going to call that intentional grounding, so they're going to lose yardage and the down. It will be 4th down, and they will be backed up. So instead of 4th and short, it is now 4th and long with 2:17 left to go.
Going to see a late flag thrown out.
Connally already trailing by 10 points
by the ref.
See who this is against. 4th and 20. They get this one on a quick out to Cox on the outside on 4th down. And he is nowhere near the 1st down. I do see a penalty flag coming out.
There was nobody near the
Ashton straight.
There's nobody near the ball thrower.
And I believe it will be turnover on downs. I think the penalty is going to go against
It will be 4th down.
Connally anyway, which has been the theme of the night.
4th and short, it is now 4th and long with 2:17 left to go. Going to see a late flag thrown out.
And it will be turnovers on downs. The defense is now coming out for this Connally team. 2:10 left to go. They are trailing by 10.
They get this one on a quick out
with Springtown already starting off in pretty decent position. And I believe Springtown is going to try to put this game away. Like I said, this game has been hurt a lot by penalties for Connally. That's been a reoccurring theme throughout the night. And they do more of the same on that last drive right there. So after that turnover on down, Springtown will get the ball with 2:10 left to go. Here's some more whistles on the field. QB keeper for Springtown. As the QB tries to get outside right there, picks up a couple yards, like I said. I'm sure they're just going to try to run this clock out. But Connally is actually going to call a timeout.
Chansley, the ball carrier for the Porcupines. Stopped by number 21, Isaiah Stevens, at the 20-yard line.
Timeout called by Connally on that one. They're going to try to give their offense one more chance here. Probably just some building blocks for next week. It's a timeout called by Connally. So after that timeout, the ball is on the 20-yard line. Springtown has it in Connally territory. Up by 10 with 1:49 left to go. It is 2nd and 5. And it's going to be another keeper on that play. One more timeout called for Connally.
Chesley, the ball carrier, to about the 18-yard line. Jamari Wiggins and E.J. Torres Luna combined on the tackle.
So one more timeout for Connally. They called their last timeout of the night. So back to the action here, Mac People Stadium, where Connally is trailing by 10 points with just 1:40 left to go. 3rd and 3. And another QB keeper for this team, and they do pick up enough for the first down, so that's pretty much going to put the game away right there, ladies and gentlemen, with 1:30 left to go after the first down picked up. First down picked up by Springtown. Like I said, this game really just got away from Connally because of penalties, really. This is one of those games Coach Anderson is going to tell his team that they really beat themselves. Springtown played a good game, but Connally did shoot themselves in the foot a lot tonight with those penalties, and I'm sure Coach Anderson is going to work that out. Like I said, folks, this has just been, a crazy summer leading up into this season. Teams that didn't have a lot of time to try to work on a lot of things. So we knew penalties were going to hurt some teams throughout the course of the season. They're hoping to get those games out in this pre-district schedule that they've got right now. This is where you want these type of games to happen. This will not affect them in their playoff run, people. This is not going to affect them in their playoff run. They will be 1-2 to start the season. As we get another kneel right there, and that's going to be game. But this will not affect the rest of their season. They are 1-2, but we know what matters in high school football. You gotta play good in that district, and you've got to play good in the playoffs. So I believe that they're still going to be in the playoffs. But they came up short here tonight. So a disappointing homecoming for the Connally side tonight, as they lose 17-7. That is your final score of the night. 17-7. Like I said, the game hurt by penalties.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm sure they will be able to correct that, though they have
Connally, 7.
Coach Anderson is going to be looking to
Appreciate
correct
your
that
attendance at tonight's
coming up.
game and wish you safe travels on your way home.
Next week, folks,
Thank
next
you and
week,
good
back
night.
here at Mac People Stadium, 7:30 kickoff time, they are going to be hosting Palestine, another team, another good team for Connally to try to get into rhythm with. Palestine is a good football club, and they're going to have to come with it in order to come out with a W in that game. But here tonight, they could not come out successful. 17-7 is the final score here tonight. And like I said, folks, for all you people watching out there, do not count this Connally team out. They are 1-2, but they have plenty more games to come up in the rest of this season. So signing off here tonight in Mac People Stadium, this is Jalen Gillis. Thank you all for watching Centex Sports. Thank you guys that are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and on the website. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to all of our social medias. We got a lot of big things coming up for you guys this season. Make sure you guys stay tuned to that. So we're getting ready to sign off here tonight, Mac People Stadium. Final score, 17-7. You guys have a good rest of your evening. Good night.
In the market for a new home or just looking to sell your existing home, call one of our gold sponsors and broadcast supporters, Latoya Foster. She's a licensed realtor and a member of the Keller Williams real estate team. She's also the leader of Royalty Solutions Real Estate. You can reach her at 254-300-1235. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. Whether it's their mouth-watering brisket, their fall-off-the-bone ribs, or their homemade chili beans, come by RNS Barbecue. For your next event, let them cater it. Call Richard or Sharon over at 254-420-9500. RNS Barbecue, Waco's #1 barbecue destination. 1101 Richland Drive, right off Valley Mills. Stop by RNS Barbecue.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry. It was great working with Lighthouse. Everyone was very professional, came in to do video recording and streaming for a conference that we hosted here on time. They did what they needed to do, was seamless and transparent. It was great. The feedback, everyone was impressed. So it went out, it was a conference level, so a state level event, and everyone was impressed with the product and the result. We got the DVDs too, which people purchased, and they were impressed with those. It was great overall.